Hey everybody, it's Christy with ColeArtistry, and tonight I'm actually doing a painting for one of my daughters. She gave me a specific design that she had in her head that I'm going to be doing on this 10 by 20 canvas, I believe it is. Yeah, 10 by 20 black canvas. Half of the canvas will be flooded in black. The other half will have yellow, and I've just mixed up a dark yellow, and my Artist Loft deep red. And then we're going to put in a couple of little white accents, and I'm going to use my Blickrylic titanium white that's already been mixed up. So I'm going to use that in a small bottle. Alright, so since I don't have any black, I'm going to show you how I mix up my paint before we get going on this. So first thing I do, I have a scale. Turn on the scale, zero it out. The cup I'm using tonight, it's got a little bit of Floetrol in it, so we're going to count that at 0. So we're going to zero out or tar out the weight of the cup. Next, we are going to take our Floetrol and we are going to put in 80 grams of Floetrol. And I'm watching this upside down, so bear with me. So that looks like 58, 60, 62, 63, 64, and we need 80. So we're just going to put a little bit more in at a time because I don't want to go over again. When I mix paint, I tend to go over and then I have to go back and forth. So let's try to get it right at 70. Let it settle. Add the last little bit here. Yep, I either go over or slightly under. Let's try that much. And I do like to try to be as close, there we go, as close as I can to make the mixture that I prefer. So we have 80 grams of Floetrol, and I always use a funnel and strainer because Floetrol will gum up when it sits, and I don't want those lumps in my paint. Alright, so put that off to the side. Next, we're going to do 40 grams of paint. So I'm going to tar that out again, or zero that out again. And I shook up my paint. And I'm just using my Artist Loft soft-bodied acrylic black paint. Okay, and I'm just going to pour this in until I get to 40 grams. We're at 20, 25, 30, 37, 40. Alright, 40 grams. And lastly, we are now going to add 30 grams of water. And that is my mixture for most of my paints. Color shots, as I said in the past, I do have to mix those a little bit with more water because they are a bit thick. All right, 15, 21, 23, 27, 27 still. That's gonna go over. Yep. It went over by a hair, but that's okay. We got as close as we could. Alright, so we'll actually turn that off because we're done with the scale now. And put away my Floetrol, cap my water back up again, and now I'm going to get one of my tongue depressors, and we're going to stir this up. So this is one batch of my paints. Now, normally what I would do is I would mix these in the bottle I'm going to keep them in. But my bottle didn't have enough paint in it. This is the bottle I keep it in, and it's only about half full. So I figured I'd just mix up fresh paint tonight, do this painting, and pour the extras in that bottle, and then shake it up. Because I don't want to waste whatever's left in this. If I have extras. We don't know yet. Alright. So I'm not exactly sure how this is going to come out. But I have the little chosen design here on a piece of paper. And when we're done, when I show you what the painting is, I hope you figure out what we're trying to do here. Okay, so there's my black. Normally I would like to have this sit and get the bubbles out of it, but I'm going to do the painting now, so I can't let it sit for very long. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is put on the yellow. And it was requested, shift this a little bit more. It was requested that the yellow be a somewhat thick stripe. So like we're going to take the halfway mark and make red, and then so it'd be like a third of yellow, 2/3 red, and then the other half is all black. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. And I told her I don't know if this is going to work, but I will try anything. So we're just going to put the yellow, like I said. There we go. We're going to save this little bit because we might have to do the sides. These are paints I already had mixed up. So they were already in my paint arsenal. Okay. And it's okay if some black shows through. Not a lot, but it's okay if some does. Because I didn't paint this black canvas first. And I'm not sure if she wants to do something different with the sides anyway. She may frame it, I don't know. Okay, so we have that color on. Alright, and I'm going to take my spatula. Let's see, I think I'm going to tilt this up just a little bit more. Because again, I want to cover approximately a third of this bottom portion with this yellow. Okay, I think we got it. It's pretty yellow. Alright, next is the red. And just because I want to see where I'm going to end up here. Okay, so my 10 inches is up here, so that's about right. Okay, so I just need to end approximately there with the red. Alright, let's get the red on. Next here. So hopefully I have enough red already mixed up here. Go across, up, and over, and then move my spatula. And then we'll fill in. Now this red is definitely thicker than the yellow was. Okay, let's save a little bit in case we need it for the sides. This one I have more of. The yellow, I mixed up a bunch of yellows, so I don't know if I could mix up the exact same color. Oh, we have a glob in here. Ooh, we have a big glob in that one. That happens when the paint sits for a while. Alright, there we get that one out. Well, so far, it's interesting, the two colors. And I did warn her that, you know, red and yellow makes orange, so that we may end up with some orange. But she wasn't concerned about that because I guess in her mind the design she had is very abstract anyway, so that's good. Okay, got that on. Alright, now the black. black. I think I'm going to use the spatula just to kind of hurry up and get that covered. So I'm concerned about how much the yellow is rising on the painting. Canvas is level, but it's only level until you put paint on it, and then wherever there's a sunk-in spot, it will go. All right, so we got right here. Okay, and then let's see if I can get a little bit more out of here for the edge. There we go. Edges are always the hard part to cover. Not just the sides, but these, like the edges up here, are sometimes hard. Okay, does anybody realize what we're trying to do here with these colors? All right, I'm gonna try to push. Actually, I think I'll just do it this way. Get some of this yellow down more. And actually, since I have so much yellow, I'm going to brush it off. Whoop. The sides a little bit more. I don't know what's up with my nose. Lately, every time I start painting, my nose starts running. It's crazy. Okay, we got a glob again. Take that out. Okay, and the last part of this design is to add a little bit of white. Wipe my hands off here. A little bit of white, and actually, oh, I got another glob. Boy, this red is really globby. Globby, globby. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. It's starting to move down on me again. All right, I better get moving here. So the next thing is to put 2 white dots. One there. One there. Okay. Does anybody have any idea of what we're doing here? If you do, let me know in the comments. Okay, so now I am going to, actually missing a spot, so I have to scrape out my cup here. Oh, sorry about my nose. Wow. I need to get this covered. I'm afraid if we blow it out and it's not covered, I might end up with a bare spot. Okay, let's blow it out before we have any more damage here. Tonight I am going to this one on? Yes. Okay. Tonight we are going to use the wide nozzle because I want to be able to just blow up lightly twice, maybe 3 times. We'll see. All right, here we go. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask her if this is what she was thinking. I would have thought we would have left it the way it was, but I'm going to find out. So originally what we were trying to do is make a yellow, red, black with the 2 dots, and it was going to be an abstract of Mickey Mouse. Now, I'm not sure if this is what she had intended, because I think we lost some of the character of what we were doing by blowing it out, but I'm going to find out we're going to find out, and then we will, I'll bring you down and I'll show you what we have. All right, I'll be right back. It came out more looking like fire. So I talked to my daughter, and she was really hoping that blowing all the colors out would work for the character that we're trying to make. And I just told her, I said, no, the paint's mixed too much. It's not going to work unless we do it in phases. So here is what we decided to do. We are going to do this painting in 3 phases. 3 phases. So here is phase 1. Phase 1 was number 1. I took a totally different canvas. The black canvas, though I couldn't get the yellow to cover on the black canvas, even when I used it full strength out of the tube. And I had to keep putting layers on, and it still looked really bad. So I went to a white canvas, and one simple paint on layer came out perfect. So that's what we're going with. The black, the black wasn't an issue on the black canvas, but it also wasn't an issue on the white canvas. It covered perfectly with one swipe of the black paint. So what we're going to do now is, now that both paints are dry, we're going to do step 2, which is we're going to put the red back on, and we're going to blow the red up into the black and down into the yellow. And then from there we'll have a step 4. And step 4 will be as soon as step 3 dries. So I'm going to take off the tape. And it's okay that there's some spotting in here. Even though I use duct tape, sometimes on the canvases it doesn't seal as nicely as I had hoped. Okay, so we're going to take that off. We're going to take the division between the yellow, that came out really nice, and where the red's going to go. So here's what we've got so far. We have our yellow, we have our black is done for now, and the center section is now going to be our red that we are going to pour on and blow out. Now I'm going to try to control it, because I don't want so much blowout that we're way up here or way down here. So I'm going to try to put in just enough on to cover, and then give us a little bit of blowout here and there. If I see that there's too much paint or it's starting to pool, I'm going to shoot it off the sides first. So let's get started, because I don't want to have to use up another canvas to fix this. Alright, I think I'm going to actually squirt it on. Another thing was I had to go buy some more yellow, because the yellow that I had, I ran out of. So I was trying on the black canvas just to squeeze out as much as I could, and that might have been a problem too. So I went and got some fresh paint. I also was out of black, which didn't help, since most of the painting is black. So I ran today to get some more black, and they actually had it on sale, so that was nice. I ended up getting 2 of this size bottle. Buy one, get one 50% off or something like that. And I like to buy the paint when it's on sale. So I was really happy when I got there, because I didn't know it was on sale. Alright, so we are going to put the red on. Again, I'm going to try to control how much I put on here. Ooh, I don't know if you can hear that. There's a thunderstorm going on outside. In March. Is it March? It's March. Or is it April? I don't know. I'm tired. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to start out with this much red. And I know I'm going to need some more, but I'm going to start out with this much red and see if the red is going to cover nicely. Yeah, it's April. We wouldn't have thunderstorms in March, would we? I don't know. Alright, so then we're going to get up to the black. And yes, I know I'm going to be blowing it, but I just want it to look nice, so I'm going to try to get a somewhat even line across there to begin with. Okay, like so. Get that to run down and cover. And this again is my Artist Loft Deep Red. It's a pretty red. And I haven't decided how many in this series I'm going to do yet. 2 for sure. This one, and then the next one will be in a few days. But I don't know if I'm going to go and do a bunch more of these or if this will suffice. I think she's trying to decide how much wall space she has. Because I mentioned that my daughter is going to be changing out the baby's room because she's now over a year. And so all the baby stuff is going to go away and she's going to put some character stuff in there from our trip we took in March. Okay. There we go. Alright, so that looks good. It looks like it's covering nicely. The red is a nice, beautiful, deep red. It's all over my hands, so wipe that off. Okay, so I'm going to torch this. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, I'm thinking, and what I'm thinking I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some more up here so that I have enough to blow out, a little bit more here and blow down, because I'm not blowing down very much, but I am going to blow up a bit, just maybe to there. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to take my dryer and I'm going to switch it out from the larger of the attachments to the smaller one, because again, from this great big one, which is too big, I would get like 2 big blowouts and I wouldn't want that. So I'm going to go to the small one, and I think I'll get 3 nice here and 3 nice here. So I'm going to add a little bit more red here just to make sure that I have enough up here to blow them out. Alright, we're going to try this first. Alright, so here is phase 2 of our character series, and this series could have a total of 7 characters paintings with it. Very abstract paintings, but I think it may only be the 2, this one and the next one. But I will let you know as we progress through at least the 2. So that's what we've got so far. All right, the next step of our painting is done. We have our yellow on, our red on, our black has been painted, and now we are going to finish the painting with our Blick titanium, or it's Blick acrylic titanium white. This should be pretty quick, and then we're going to start the second character painting. So I'm hoping that this is going to work. So here we go. So I'm just putting the white on. And we've got some bubbles, so I'm going to pop the bubbles. Okay, pop the bubbles. And then I think I'm just going to try blowing this out with